2, 1.
Hello everybody, I'm Big Faye. Hello everybody, I'm Little Faye. But what we're going to do today, Little Faye, we've got 3 pots. 1, 2, 3. I wonder what we're going to do with those. Would you like to sit in your special beanbag and then you can have a look? And I've noticed you still have your plaster on. Is your finger getting better? Oh, Little Faye said it is. That's really good news. Would you like to join in with our learning today, Little Faye? Yes, please. That's good, isn't she polite? She's got very golden manners because I heard her say the word please. Okay, now I have got a tub of, let's find out. If you've got a simple tub like this at home, grown-ups, this is another really good activity, getting your child to practice that twisting motion with their wrist to undo a lid. Now in my pot, I have got these. Ooh, what do you think those are? Are they for your hair, Little Faye? They could be, but we're not using them for your, and they're definitely not for mine. They're elastic bands. My elastic bands, lots and lots of different colours. Hopefully you might have some elastic bands at home, and it doesn't matter what colour they are. We are going to do something whereby we use our hands to stretch to fit them over a tin can. So it's about using our fingers. I've just borrowed a soup tin from my food cupboard, and I'm just gonna be very careful with my elastic band because sometimes if you pull them too hard they snap, and when they snap they can really hurt your fingers, and I shall need a plaster on mine like Little Faye if I do that. So I'm going to stretch, and what I'm going to keep the can still. I don't need to hold it. I can do it like that, but it's a bit tricky when you're littler. So I'm going to keep the can in front of me, and I'm just going to stretch the bands, and I'm going to hold it over the top and pull it down. So you can see I've got 1, 2, and you can just carry on and see. That was easy because that elastic band was a lot bigger. This looks like a big elastic band too. Look at that. That stretches more than those yellow ones did. And you can just carry on. That's not quite so stretchy until you've got as many elastic bands on your can as you like. And you can even see what kind of sound they make. And if you did that sound with somebody in your house shutting their eyes, they could try and guess what the sound is. Right, I'd like a few more. I'm going to stretch, and you can see I'm not using one hand or this hand. I'm using both my hands to stretch. That one's going down the bottom. One more. This is a big stretchy elastic band, and it's going to go over the top. Now, if you haven't got a soup can, I found an old Play-Doh pot, and I will say to grown-ups, at the moment with your recycling, it might be a really good idea to keep as many used items and packaging as you can, because whilst you're at home doing your learning, those items can come in use for all sorts of different activities. So it might be a case of finding a place to put them and not actually putting them in your recycling box. So I've got an old pot like this, and because it's smaller, it might be a little bit easier for a little one to put an elastic band over, or it might be a little bit harder. And you do it in exactly the same way. But if you do have a pot that doesn't have a lid on it, you could do this, but a grown-up might need to do this in case the elastic band pings off. Can you see how I've put it over the entire pot? You know what I'm going to make, don't you? And so even Faye, big Faye, can't always do it and keep it in place. I've needed a bigger pot. I'm going to see if I can get away with putting one more elastic band on there. If I've got a big one. Well, those blue ones nice and big. And even actually just getting your child to take out, if you've got multicoloured elastic bands, just getting them to use their fingers to take out different colours is a really good fine motor activity. You could say, can you find me the red one? And then you've got to poke around with your forefinger and your thumb to get it out. So that on its own would be a nice activity. Right, last elastic band. Let's see if I can get it on my pot. Okay, so look, I have got 3 elastic bands on my open-ended pot, and do you like that sound, little Faye? I like that sound. It's not too loud, is it? And it's quite gentle, and it sounds a bit like strumming the strings on a guitar. So your child might like to make a mini guitar and use it to play along with one of the songs we sing on the videos. And of course, another thing you can do to make an elastic band guitar is use a bigger container, like an empty ice cream tub or a tissue box or something like that. If the container's too big, then you're not going to get your elastic bands over them. But that's lovely. The guitar, harp, be what you like. So if you've got any of these things at home, you can give this activity a go. So it's goodbye from Big Faye, and it's goodbye from Little Faye, and we hope to see you back at Faye's house for preschool another day. Bye bye.